Hello and welcome. Chillo here with another video, and today I'll be going over what I consider to be the most overlooked gaming genre and why it's awesome. Somewhat recently, we've seen a trend in the gaming market where games will be posted at prices that are completely unhinged. This seems pretty tone-deaf considering the economic conditions, especially in the United States. As consumer wallets take a beating from inflation and other economic factors, there's been a growing, more affordable scene which many people tend to ignore for one reason or another. Luckily for us gamers, there's an entire genre of gaming that many of you haven't even tapped into yet. And if you haven't guessed by the footage you've seen so far, it's rhythm. Whenever people are reminded of rhythm games, they tend to think of the more popular or well-established games like Guitar Hero or Beat Saber. Or maybe they think about the rhythm games you find in arcades like Jubi and Dance Dance Revolution. Oftentimes, people will come across a random video on the internet of some well-practiced player playing extremely difficult tracks at lightning speed with perfection. After watching someone's hands or feet move at almost inhuman speeds, they quickly decide that they could never be skilled enough at rhythm games to even give the genre a try. It's not uncommon for me to be playing rhythm games on stream and see comments from viewers like, "I can't play rhythm games because I have no rhythm," or "I'm not musically inclined, so I don't think I could ever play this." Comments like these always baffle me since I've never seen rhythm games in this way. Just like any game genre, it's meant to be fun. Many of the videos posted online are usually showcasing very high skill because of the competitive scene behind those games. I would say it's the equivalent to something like watching a speedrunner. If all you see are speedrunners for a particular game and never organically come across regular footage of the average player, you start to think that the game is played that way by default. If I had to guess, I would say this is probably why so many people never try rhythm games, which is a shame because there's so much variety in the genre for people to find enjoyable. It's not like you need to be a musician to play these games. Many of them even have accessibility options, so more people can play them. I think there's this weird misconception that rhythm games aren't for everyone, as if there's some kind of unspoken requirement before you can play them. You don't need to be a percussionist to play Donkey Konga, you don't need to be a guitarist to play Guitar Hero, and you don't need to be a dancer to play DDR. There's nothing about the genre that is uniquely gatekeeping it. Let's take a closer look at the kinds of games you see in the rhythm genre. By the way, if you're liking the video and haven't already, make sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Alright, now back to the video. I would place most rhythm games in one of three categories. The first category is call and response, where the game gives you a certain set of instructions and you are tasked with copying the instructions exactly right afterward. A good example of this would be games like Thumper or Melatonin, where you hear the sequence of beats before you need to repeat them. The second category is reactionary rhythm, where you need to catch certain notes or items as they appear and move toward a target area on the screen. Good examples of this would be something like Rift of the Necrodancer or Spin Rhythm XD, where you hit buttons in time with the music. This category is the traditional type of rhythm game most people are familiar with. The third category is freestyle, where you are required to stay on beat, but you can use whatever combinations or buttons you want in order to progress in the game. Good examples of this are games like Hi-Fi Rush and Ratatan, where you input stuff depending on the situation you're facing. These three different categories can look vastly different depending on the game and their subgenre, so you might just find something you like. The cool thing about rhythm games is that there's probably one out there that you'd like, but haven't discovered yet. Let's say you're a fan of FPS games. Maybe something like Metal Hellsinger or RoboBeat would suit you. Are you a fan of roguelikes? Maybe something like Ratatan. It's only in early access, but it's pretty promising. If you're into dungeon crawlers, Crypt of the Necrodancer would probably suit you. Do you like turn-based strategy or deck builders? Maybe try Fretless, The Wrath of Rifson. Or maybe you're just a masochist who's into bullet hell. Perhaps Everhood would be the game for you. I could go on and on with more examples, but I think you guys get the point. That being said, I haven't even gotten to the different genres of music you can find within these games. Many rhythm games also give you the ability to upload your own tracks so you can change the music to suit your taste. I think the indie scene especially has come out with some high quality, affordable options for rhythm games within the last 10 years, and it's definitely worth exploring. During the Steam summer sale this year, I was able to buy 4 rhythm games for $20. If I had paid full price, I would have paid $48. That's still cheaper than games like Mario Kart World that are sitting at an $80 price tag, and I've already gotten a combined 174 hours of gameplay out of those 4 games. At some point, we have to look ourselves in the mirror and ask, why am I spending $80 on one game when I can buy 3 to 8 rhythm games for the same price? Now, I know what someone's gonna say in the comments. But Sholo, you're not counting the music packs. Well, even if you do count the music packs, you can pick and choose which ones you want to buy, and the cost is still not as expensive as these AAA games. The vast majority of them have no subscriptions either, so it's just cheaper overall. Every time a new music pack comes out, the base game and all the older packs usually go on sale regularly, so it's not like you're likely to pay full price anyway. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that rhythm games have become one of the most affordable types of genres to buy from within the gaming space, and I can't believe how many people are sleeping on this. As an enthusiast of the genre, it feels like an absolute crime, especially when the quality of these games have been getting better and better over time. Many of the indie titles come out with tracks from guest artists or composer collabs you might even recognize, ensuring that music licensing won't cripple the game later in its life. This also allows them to keep costs down for players, despite extensive libraries in some cases. Overall, developers have gotten a lot smarter in their approach to rhythm games, and the indie scene is steadily carrying the genre. But let's say you're still hesitant. No worries, many of the games I've mentioned so far in this video have demos you can try out for free. Lately, I've been really enjoying the demos of a couple of games that haven't even come out yet. Primarily Steel Century Groove and Dead as Disco. The former involves dancing mechs, and the latter being a beat-em-up game. I just want to add in a quick side note here and say that I've already spent about 9.5 hours playing the Dead as Disco demo, which is way more time than I've ever spent in any other demo. So I think that kind of says a lot about how fun the game actually is, especially when I haven't even purchased anything. Alright, so you're probably wondering what games I would recommend. If you're new to rhythm games, I would recommend picking your first game based on what subgenre most interests you, but if you're looking for more general recommendations, I'll be happy to oblige. If you're looking for something slow and chill, maybe try Melatonin. It's a pretty relaxing game featuring lo-fi beats that still gives you an opportunity to challenge yourself if you so wish. If you're looking for something more dynamic and challenging, maybe Crypt of the Necrodancer would be a good pick for you, since no run on the same level ever really feels the same, and you'll encounter a lot of different types of enemies as you progress further and further. Rhythm Sprout is also a good alternative if you're looking for a fun, lighthearted experience with a medium to high difficulty level. If you're a weeb, Muse Dash might be a good fit for you. If you're into action-adventure games, Hi-Fi Rush is a pretty solid choice. It really depends on what you're into, but as I said earlier, picking based on which subgenre you like the most would be the best bet for most people. Most of the games mentioned in this video are available on several platforms, so they're super accessible to most gamers. In an era where people are pinching pennies more than ever, I highly encourage you guys to take the time to look through all the rhythm games on your platform of choice and choose something that resonates with you. Unintended. I guess when I started making this video, I was going into it with the hopes that more people would discover their love for the genre like I did. And whether you want to play something more casual or hardcore, rhythm games have got you covered. In case you don't know, my name is Sholo Q. I stream 3 times a week on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube, and you can find me on various other social media. If you happen to see me live, feel free to stop by and say hello. If you would like to support me, I also have a merch store and a Ko-Fi. If you like this video, please leave a like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, and as always, Sholo out.